Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. Joining us now is Okpe with stories trending around the world. Hey, Oji.
Good morning, Leila. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Good morning, Dr. Bati. How are you?
Hello, Oji.
Good morning, Tundu. I love your hair.
You're both twinning as well today in black.
Yes, all of us. I think also Adeswa is twinning with us.
Now I feel left out.
Where were you?
I see that. Next time we should prompt. You should send
I didn't get that.
Yes. This is the color code.
We will try. Well, good morning to you, viewers. We begin what's trending today in Nigeria. The governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, while addressing newsmen at the State House in Ikeja yesterday, announced that he has banned the state's vehicle inspection officers, VIOs, from operating during peak hours. The move, the governor says, is to curb the Lagos traffic gridlock, stating that VIOs contribute to the gridlock as they normally stop vehicles to demand for documents and make arrests during those hours. He resolved that VIOs will now operate between 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. The governor also announced his plans to restrict the movement of heavy-duty trucks in the state during the day. Very great. A remarkable announcement. I mean, I think that's one step towards reducing the traffic in Lagos State. I don't know if you've ever experienced these VIOs stopping us on the streets during those hours. It's really terrible. I mean, that's one step. Also, I think the most remarkable thing is the trucks. I mean, I have always wondered why the trucks were on the road at the time during the day, because usually truck hours are at night. I mean, everywhere in the world, I think. I don't see any reason why they should be on the streets in the day. So I think it's a remarkable.
Well, I admit that vehicle inspection officers, may be quite a menace.
Yes.
Because the objective is really extortion. And sometimes they behave as if, they really don't care.
Yeah.
As if they are just callous, mean-spirited, determined to hold people up. But they are not the only ones that are guilty in this regard. I think it's a problem generally with uniformed persons, so it may not be right to just scapegoat vehicle inspection officers. You have a multiplicity of, state officials on the streets of Lagos.
Yeah, but it's not necessary for them to be there at that time.
In some parts, policemen. In some parts, it's local government officials.
Sure. Sometimes
local government officials who are not even wearing any uniform. And they just hold on, hold traffic down, as if it is deliberate. So even when you change the time of operation for VIOs, it may not necessarily solve the problem. What is needed, is training and retraining. And the government of the state, reading out a riot act for those of them who may misbehave. So if you just say you are changing the time of operation, it may not work. But the problem of transportation in Lagos, of traffic gridlock in Lagos, goes beyond even the conduct of these officials. Lagos is a motorist nightmare.
Yes, it is.
And even changing the time of operation of movement of trucks will not also solve the problem.
Really? I think it will help. I think those two things will help.
The whole city, in terms of design, in terms of transportation network, is a problem. And when you hear things that, in the year 2050, Lagos will become one of the largest cities in the world, or in the year 2025, Lagos will be the biggest.
You're not optimistic at all.
I mean, then you will be afraid.
Yeah.
So government needs to, and this is not the first time anyway, that trucks will be asked to move only at night.
Okay.
Did it solve the problem? It did not. So there must be something beyond all these, statements.
Last week, the Commissioner of Lagos said that he would deploy 1,000 policemen on the streets as well.
Then you complicate the problem.
I commend that the fact that there's an effort being made, but it does only scratch the surface. The problem is huge and it's multifaceted.
Right.
So really, I'm waiting for more announcements.
Well, I will not stop for any VIO. That's all I know, because I experienced one this morning, actually.
Really?
Yes, that's why I'm like, yes, this is about time. Why are you stopping my vehicle at this time?
What we have on our hands is a crisis of urban planning that has been there for years.
For years.
The effect of which we're suffering now.
Absolutely. Well, still here in Nigeria, yesterday the State House of Assembly in Zamfara State nullified the law which enabled the payment of pension and other allowances to former governors, their deputies, speakers, and their deputies in the state. This comes days after the former governor of the state, Abdulaziz Yari, wrote the state's government demanding the payment of his 10 million naira monthly upkeep, which he said had not been paid for some months. House Leader Farouk Dosara, who presented the bill, told his colleagues that past leaders of the state were collecting over $700 million annually. He urged his colleagues to consider the complete repeal of the law, which provides the jamboree payment for the former political leaders of the state at the detriment of the retired civil servants who have not been paid their entitlements over the years. I mean, I was just talking to a lot of people. Well, I didn't understand. I had no idea it was 10 million naira that state alone allocates to.
Imagine the entitlement of him writing to demand it.
No, you should have seen that letter.
Yeah,
that letter last. But then he had that. His letterhead stated the former governor of Zamfara State. What was this letterhead? Which I don't even understand whether there is anything as the former.
People can give themselves whatever
on his letterhead. But that was trending yesterday.
If he says he's a former governor, to the extent that it's a statement of fact, he can legitimately describe himself as such.
Okay.
But what we need to worry about is this sense of entitlement, this abuse of privileges, particularly by government officials and former government officials. Look, in other parts of the world, when people serve in government, they see it as an opportunity to serve the people. But here in Nigeria, we see it as an opportunity to remain on government payroll for life.
Yes.
And it's not just in Zamfara State, it's across the country. In many states of Nigeria, houses of assembly have enacted similar laws, and there are persons across Nigeria whose only continued relevance and means of survival is that they once occupied an important position in government.
Well, I'm just happy that this
should go beyond Zamfara.
We should be saying, look, to start with,
apart from your pension, apart from your regular pension, you cannot become, after serving, a parasite onto the Nigerian state.
Absolutely.
So we run a rent collection system because it's a rent collection, and it's part of the problem, impeding the growth and development of Nigeria.
Very well said, Dr. Abati. Let's take our final story under entertainment. Nigerian media mogul Mosunmola Abudu, popularly known as Mo Abudu, attended the International Emmy Awards on Monday in New York and was honored as the first African and first African woman to be the gala chair of the prestigious ceremony.
I am honored to be the gala chair for the 47th International Emmy Awards. I thank the Board of Directors for the opportunity to be a part of an incredible event that celebrates extraordinary television producers from all over the globe. Congratulations to all of the honorees tonight. I wish everyone a nice dinner and a fantastic evening. And as I would say in my native language, Ekuro Leo, Ekujoku.
She has officially changed the game in the African entertainment industry.
Oh, wow.
Really, really proud of Mo.
That is amazing.
I know. Well, she's not dancing yet, Dr. Abati.
Well, no, I think
I can't wait for her to dance.
We keep having a lot of Nigerians in the creative industry who are representing Nigeria well on the international stage and who are projecting the country. And I hope that the Nigerian government will take special notice of this so that when they are drawing up the national honors list, it is these people who do well and who project Nigeria through their own efforts, through their own distinction, that will be honored and recognized and supported by government.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she deserves every honor you can give.
She really does.
I know. Really proud of her.
Same here. OG, thank you.
Thank you very much.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.